Good morning. Welcome to day 4 of the Corona Diaries. I hope everybody's still hanging in there and doing okay. Today's video is going to be about planning for the worst, which is, I suppose on the face of it, a little bit contradictory when you consider this is a kind of motivational, feel-good video diary. But in the last video, I mentioned that I genuinely believe the 3 things that keep me so positive are the gratitude that we touched on last time, the structure I have in my kind of day-to-day life, and the fact that I always plan for the worst. So I want to touch on planning for the worst and just spend a little bit of time explaining how that concept works. But before I do, quick story, because it did make me laugh last week. Obviously, when I set this new project up, I was a little bit worried that I wasn't going to be any good at doing these videos, and that they were all going to be a bit cheesy and a bit crap, and maybe no one was going to like them. So I naturally kind of hand selected a group of individuals who, in fairness, I know are probably going to be a little bit biased and tell me they're great even if they're shit. But what I did is I kind of sent these videos out last week to those people, and they include the staff that I work with, some close friends, and my wife. Anyway, by and large, the feedback's been great. It's really kind of excited me to know that people are watching these things in the morning, and it's helping just a little bit. And it's given me a massive buzz, and it's kind of driven me on to do more. But every day I've been taking my phone downstairs to Anna, my wife, and just asking her to kind of watch it and critique it. And what I'm really saying is, just tell me it's great. Tell me how well I'm doing. Anyway, after video 3, I popped downstairs to get my phone because I can't watch her watching me. And I grabbed the phone. I said, "Any good?" And she said, yeah, really good. But when yeah? So I kind of started my way up the stairs. I got halfway upstairs. She says, "Dan, stop itching yourself." I was like, "What?" She was like, "You got to stop itching yourself. Watch that video back. See how many times you itch yourself." So, talk about give me a complex. I did watch video 3 back, and in fairness, clearly when I'm a little bit anxious and feeling a bit uncomfortable, who knew, I itch myself. So, today's video, all about planning for the worst, is going to be brought to you wearing a pair of gloves. And these gloves are going to act as a deterrent every time I feel as though I need to itch myself. So these are the anti-itching gloves. And if anybody sees me itch after this video has been released, if you could just let me know when I had a good old itch, that'd be great. And hopefully I can add that to my artillery moving forward. And one day I might be a presenter who itches less. So anyway, moving off track. Coming back on board with this planning for the worst, what's it all about? Well, it's really, really simple. Too many people get caught out by the bad stuff. Too many people get blindsided by these issues in their life, and that's when it has a massive detrimental effect on their mental health. And I believe that by being a bit pessimistic in the early stages, you can be a lot more positive moving forward. If you come to terms with the inevitable bad stuff that is likely to happen throughout your life, throughout your business, throughout anything, really. If you come to terms with that and you let that be okay, in my experience, you'll find that you've got a brilliant foundation to work from. And what I find, almost on a daily basis, is that by planning for the worst, you end up constantly having nice little surprises. You constantly have these mini victories, because by being pessimistic and by accepting that to be the reality, then if you do push yourself and you do exceed those ground zero expectations, it actually feels fantastic, and it makes you feel great, and it makes you feel as though you're winning. Whereas if you're constantly just head in the clouds, everything's going to be okay, we're going to smash this, you know, I'm great at what I do, therefore I'm going to, you know, double my turnover every year I'm in business, or I'm going to do this, that and the other in my personal life, or I'm going to get a six-pack in 6 months. You're constantly going to let yourself down. You're constantly going to feel as though you're failing. And that is going to be really, really detrimental to your long-term development and actually getting anywhere in life. Okay, stupid little example of this. It doesn't have to be business. You know, some of you guys are going to think I'm mad. You see, when I'm putting money aside to go on holiday, my spending money, yeah, I always overcompensate. Always. I always got away with it. With you know, I'll put money away each month for 12 months, and I'll know deep down how much I'm going to spend, and I'll go away with at least 30-40% more than I need. And why do I do this? Again, planning for the worst. What happens every time we go away? I normally come home with a few euros, and it feels great. I've got 200 euros in my wallet. It's like free money. So practice this in every area you can. Plan for the worst, and believe you me, weirdly, it makes you a much more positive, much more happy individual. In video 3, I finished with a little quote, and I love quotes. They light a little fire inside me. So I'm gonna now decide to add a little addition to each of our videos, and I'm gonna finish with a quote every day, which references what we've spoken about. And I found a quote last night. And the quote was, hope for the best, plan for the worst, which is nice, and it does make sense. However, hope is a bit wishy-washy. Hope is a bit kind of, you know, hit and hope. I think that if you work hard, you dedicate yourself, you apply yourself, you're consistent, you know, you go above and beyond all the time, that hope word kind of disappears. It's not about hoping for the best. So just to rewrite the quote ever so slightly, I think you should say, deserve the best and plan for the worst. We'll see you tomorrow. I probably won't be wearing these, and in fairness, I'm going to have to take these off to stop this recording. Take care.